We know there's a long way to go before you reach the majors. Do you think he's got a real shot at being a two-way player in the show?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing for this is you just got to watch the progression, right? You got to see if he can continue it over time. A small sample size doesn't show us much. Really, you got to see the body of work over a season or two or three seasons. And I think the biggest thing is, hey, listen, if he can get the routine down and he can figure out his time and how to mentally do it day in and day out, man, I tell you what, now we've got something. But I would be shocked if he's able to continue this success, being a two-way player, because it's so demanding both physically and mentally.
But time will tell. It makes sense. There's also the aspect case of organizational faith in him, right? It takes a lot to keep the front office confident in an experiment of any kind, let alone of this magnitude. What do you have to do to make sure that the front office keeps the faith in you?
You got to keep putting up numbers. You got to have consistency. You got to continue to show that you can do it. I think that's the biggest thing is if you have the numbers and you have the consistency, the front office is going to say, hey, listen, we got to let him go because he's proven to us he can do it. I think the numbers will speak for themselves.
Breaking out both as a hitter and as a pitcher, that's basically unheard of in the modern game. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me now. Jim, what's your take on how he's developing and what lies ahead?
Yeah, I think fascinating is a perfect word for it. I mean, I think of the most prominent two-way guy come out of the draft recently is probably Brendan McKay. And
Sure.
Brendan McKay was a lot better as a pitcher than as a hitter. This guy's doing it both ways. Obviously, you're going to have higher competition at higher levels. He's going to have to prove he can do it. And you still, I think there's a temptation for some. I talked to other people in the game, and they're like, he's so good at both. But if you only had him do one, would he be even greater if he just specialized? So you have that in the back of your mind too. But, man, it has really, really been fun to watch this guy star on both sides of the ball.
To a prospect who's begun to command the attention of the baseball world, really. Ken, what do you think? Can this be a distraction for a minor league team, for the franchise as a whole to be conducting this experiment?
No, I mean, if he was an exceptional player in high school and in college, no, it won't be a distraction. It's actually an advantage because you have an extra player. You have an extra pitcher if you need it, and you have an extra hitter or an extra defensive player. So, instead of being with the 25 guys that you've got, you now have 26 because you have a guy who can do multiple things.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up, everybody? I'm going to show you this little clip right here, the road to the show right here. MLB, the road to the show. The manager, James, every kid get drafted thinks he on his way to the big league, as you may have begun to notice. That is just not the case. So, man, if I did something wrong, let me know. I want to make it right. I'm going to say this.
The word is good.
You're right about that, son, but you're off to a heck of a start. The franchise decide to promote you to Triple A.
Within 48 hours,
Nobody
this
had
player will be
any
in a new
idea
city,
coming
putting
out of the
on a
draft that you
beautiful
will come along so quickly, James. You turn a lot of heads in a very short time. Keep it up. So we going up to
He
Triple A.
recently got the call to AAA, and he is now within shouting distance of the major leagues. But for now, he'll have to prove that he can compete and excel at this AAA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is here with me today. How does AAA prepare a player for the majors in a way that AA doesn't?
Yeah, I think it's changed a lot in recent years. They used to always say that if you could compete at AA, you could play in the big leagues. And that might be true, but you're seeing fewer and fewer players make that double jump up to the big leagues. Organizations want their prospects to play in AAA. I think it's another level of challenge. It's kind of an incremental step rather than throwing them right into the fire of a big league competition. You have a lot of guys at the AAA level who have big league experience. They know how to play at that level.
That's all right.
So he'll face that kind of level of competition, but he'll also be able to pick the brains of guys on his own team who have been there. So when that call does come for him to make it to the big leagues, he'll be ready.
Yes, you see it right here, people. I'm finally heading to the big dance, the big show, the big major league. Correct, correct, correct. Oh my Lord, what's wrong with my tongue today? Justice. They want you on the big stage. You going up immediately. This is what I've been working toward for my whole life, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. Can't believe it.
This player is
You earn
about
it,
to
son.
get the chance that millions only dream of.
With your hard work and steadfast belief in yourself, you surprise a lot of people. Thanks, sir. I've been dreaming of this day a long time.
The chance to see if he's got what it takes to make it in the show.
Make it count. I don't want to see you skipping back in there next week. Now go pack your bags. We're going to the big show, baby.
Back to one of our lead stories here on MLB Central. An exciting two-way prospect getting the long-awaited call to the major leagues. Now, this guy's not a household name yet, but there are a lot of fans who already know his name. And one reason for that is the Prospect Focus podcast by Ben Gelman, who joins me now. Ben, great to have you here. How'd you get in on this guy?
Oh, Robert, I'm thrilled to be here. You know, when he got drafted, he went a lot higher than a lot of industry experts thought. And, that caught my eye. And then they started the two-way experiment with him. And I was just fascinated by that, being a fan of the game and the game's history. There are rising stars every year in the minors, but a talent like this just doesn't come around that often.
He's definitely a rare breed. And what can we expect from him at the big league level?
Well, they're expecting him to stand out more as a position player. They love what he can do with the bat in his hands. He's good in the field, too. That doesn't mean they don't think he'll be a contributor on the mound, but they view that as more of a bonus to what he gives them in the everyday lineup. A really exciting talent and just a great story.
And it's got to be so exciting for him as it is for every young player who gets the call for that very first time. Case, you've been there. You know what it's like. What is your memory of being called up to the majors for the first time?
Greatest moment of my life. I mean, really, I remember I just hit the home run to win the AAA championship in Buffalo. And it was that was unbelievable in itself. And I came in the clubhouse afterwards, and Mark Shapiro at the time was the minor league director. Brian Graham was the coach. And they said, hey, congratulations, Case. That's awesome. I'm like, oh, it's so great. We're popping the champagne. I'm getting ready to go home the next day. And next thing you know, they're like, you're getting called up to the big leagues tomorrow. Your season's not over. You're going to meet the team in Chicago. And I remember running out to get on a payphone because there's no cell phones. And I called my mom and dad and said, Dad, Mom, I just hit a home run to win the AAA championship. And I just got called to the big leagues in a matter of 15 minutes, And so it was one of those things where it's the dream's coming true.
Right.
Like all those hours of hitting, all the time putting in, all the weights, all the stuff that you did, that dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call or the one moment you get called up. So, for me, it's mind-boggling. It's one of the greatest moments of my life.
Case, that is a great story. Thanks for sharing, and thanks for giving us a little bit of insight into what this young man is probably feeling like right now.
That's what I'm feeling right now, baby.
Late in the season and way up in the race, the team is reminded not to take its eye off the ball.
The postseason is right around the corner. We want to be peaking at the right time. Stay sharp. Let's see what we can do here. Let's play some major league game here. See, right here, I'm 66 overall. Let me look at my 66 left overall. I wish I could. Now I need to hurry up and get these here built up so I can get some more stuff built up on this right here. Got no stuff built up on that. That's my speed. But I wonder what we can have me doing, Coach. So let's go ahead and play a quick game here. Okay. Let's see here. We're playing shortstop. Are we gonna start? I'm gonna get off the stream right here, baby. Talking to the players, my new teammates.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and D-Row will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of his caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just one game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance here today.
Okay.
And probably really doesn't mean that much, but it would be awesome to see him come out and put on a show for us.
Let's do that. Let's do it.
Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner
And we
State,
coming
gets
up
the starting assignment here.
first
Dan, any thoughts?
Major League game.
This guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last
See if
start to
Justin
pick
could
up the
dominate
win.
the Major
We'll
League
see
like he
if can
did
keep it going,
Double A and
make
Triple
it
A.
2 really good starts in a row.
Oh.
Sharp ground ball to third.
Run, buddy.
And there's out number 2.
You gotta get some more speed in that, buddy. That's all right. That's all right. You playing for the Yankees.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's got 8 hits in 34 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Reined in.
There we go.
Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired.
That's all right.
Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan
We down
Plesac
4-0.
with you in the booth.
Bottom of the 5th inning. We got this.
Popped up. Justice waits on it.
There you go. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's get up. Let's get a base hit, baby.
Digging in now
Let's
for
get a
the
base
Yankees.
hit.
James Justice 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Fuck, ain't let me throw the ball.
So now here is James Justice. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into
There you go. That base hit, baby.
3 here.
That's all right.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to
First
have a nice
Major League
AB right
hit.
here.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. James Justice
There go the ball.
has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah,
We gotta
good
buy a
for him,
trophy
and
case.
Congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment.
Come on, batter.
He's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. And the
Ugh.
throw is late at first, so
Got
he
it.
can't get anybody out.
You got that.
Next to hit is
Okay.
Leury Garcia, 0 for 3 with a couple of
Come on,
strikeouts
Garcia.
for him to this point in the ball game.
Come on, batter.
Struck
Struck
him
him
out.
out.
Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Next up will be Gleyber Torres. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, I know, Matty. It's been a really nice run for him. And, hey, it's not over yet. You know he's as motivated as anybody to make something happen right here.
On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here
Yeah.
as this ball game is over.
It didn't go
Yeah,
good
and
for
we knew
us.
He was in a groove for the first inning, and he
We
just
lost,
kept this
but
thing
we
rolling
got a chance to
and
play our
rolling.
first Major
They
League
couldn't
game,
get
so
anything going
I hope
against
y'all.
us. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
Took me. It took a
9-0
while.
shutout final in
I'm gonna
this
tell you,
ball
don't
game.
lie.
The
It takes a
Los
while.
Angeles
You have to play a
Angels
lot
jumped out to an early lead on
of
the first
games.
and never looked back.
And
Dylan Bundy earned
build
his
your
9th
player
win
up.
of the year.
I mean, I'm
So
66
that will wrap
overall,
things
but I
up
mean,
for
the
Mark
Major Leagues.
DeRosa,
Hopefully,
Dan
more
Plesac,
perks
Heidi
will come
Watney,
up.
and our whole
So
crew.
hopefully,
I'm
like
Matt
this game play.
Vasgersian. You've been
I'm outta
watching
here.
MLB The
Peace.
Show. For more